This is from my Twitch. Go follow now.
Very nice. Okay. So, these are walking out with the junk sim. They're walking out with the Reaper. Okay. I suppose I'm just doing personal VOD. Okay. Let's watch what you do. Reviving, reviving. Fine. I'd say you're deciding a lot to just sit here, which is decent if you want to like protect back there, protect your like backline, let them get set up. But like you don't really need to sit around here. You can like come up to here and actually just hold this, especially with the shield and shit. Like there's no need for you to be so far back. So they're not playing this right anyway. They're not playing as they should. Because they have the Reaper, you have the Sim. They're coming down here as if they want a long fight, which they just shouldn't be. You's coming down here is perfectly fine, because you know Sim can put turrets here, put turrets like you can just put turrets all over the place. But you should really, I'd say, yeah, come up to here, so that your Sim, so that you can have turrets up around here, turrets here, turrets here. Your Sim can just like bully them whenever they come through. You can swing on them if they try and push around corner. They're backed into like this kind of area, so that even if they start to back up, your junk will just be able to like lob shit in, and your fire strikes can hit like just down those corridors, rather than backing up to here. Because what you're doing now is letting their Lucio, letting their like shit just like run onto point. That's where they want to. They have a. Use both of brawl comps, but you've got different objectives with the brawl comps. Your objective is to like build up your sim so that she can get her damage actually going, while theirs just to get the Reaper in and get him doing damage. Like if you start here, they're gonna have to invest like maybe an amp or probably just an amp. They're gonna have to invest an amp to actually get in, like not in onto you, but in more get their Reaper to your backline. And if they're using that amp, then you can just use your amp and back up. And in that entire time, your sim will be getting charged, and you'll be in just a better position overall to actually win that fight. Chainsaw. Yeah, it's fine. So yeah, that's the immediate thing I'm seeing. Yeah, see then, like, if you look, you got pushed into here. They're able to put sim or not sim. Wait, what? Where'd you come from? Oh, you went on the flank. They're able to just put their like signal and off angle, and they're able to just spam MDs because you got forced out that early because you had this worst position at the start. That's another thing. I watched like this first 30 seconds like before, like the other day. Um, they were all around here. You walked up into here, then walked back out. There was no reason for that. Like you panicked, ran back here. The sim was here. I can understand why you came back out. Like I get why you came back out because the sim was still out there. But you would have been better off just coming out, or like just as you're backing, slow, shield, get the sim back, and then get everyone back. Rather than what did happen, which was you went in, you went out, like, you're also giving space away very freely here. So you hit the damage, your junk died, you're low, you're low here, so you're trying to back out. The entirety of your team is backing out. You went right around the corner. Your Sim is still here. Your Lucio is very pushed up. Yeah. You should have just like pulled out of it and got your Sim in instead of like feeding for it. Because you probably would have got, well, you probably would have taken a little bit more damage yourself. You would have actually gotten out instead of having to be pushed all the way back into the team fight. So going up here. By the way, I'm reviewing the Rein, or the Stone Edge. I think he plays ball later on. I think that's what he actually wanted me to do. But let me just bring it back a second. Right. They're junk suicides. Nice. Ah, okay. Did your fire strike get the like the boost or no? So you're walking. Actually, really well timed. Nice coordination there for the fire striking window. So what happens then? Like what are you doing here? Like, realistically, you're doing nothing right now. See, you did your fire strike, which was good. That was really good. But when you did that, it probably would have been better if the BAP angled it a bit better. Like the BAP should have been like if you imagine this, if this was a bit more forward, the BAP angled it like maybe this way, and you had used it to push out, and then like you maybe Sim and Lucio can just keep going, like push them all the way back down this corridor. Instead you just sat here and did nothing with yourself. Like, you and the Sig should be reversed. The two positions you have right now should be reversed. You should be up here because you don't do anything with this window unless you get like fire strike, you know, immediately again, which you just don't. So like, there's no point you being behind that window. And then you start to move up, but they window again. See, if you were here, you could already be behind, or like you could already be on this side of the window, getting pocketed, getting like shields thrown up to you, getting like all your damage put through. But you still get picks anyway, so. Just need to be a bit more initiative taking, you know? Yeah, that's alright. It's an alright place to be holding. I'll respect it. I'll respect it. You saw it, you went for it. It's fine, Shatter. Just make sure your team's like fully able to actually come in and help you out with it after. By the way, this is... Oh, you're not... Oh, that's right, you're busy. You can't be in chat. But yeah, I think this is from Scrims, he was telling me, so... You could have stayed up there longer. You could have stayed up and used that TP longer. Got a couple of swing-ins and then used it to get out. Nice. That's an yeah, that's like you timed it right enough. That's perfectly fine to charge in for that shatter there. I just want to see where the rest of your team were for it though. So they go up. You get close. Your Lucio does speed you in, but that's just you. He sped in. then your team start to follow up. Just be really careful of that, because if you charge in, even though like you're getting that shatter out of him, he thinks he can land it before he gets down or whatever. Even though you are getting that out of him, that that can just be really risky. Make sure your team's actually with you for that. You saw dodge that while really early use of lamp. They use the sig, so you can use the beat. Or use the beat without worrying about anything, I should say. They have another window, that's fine to back off. Again, if you're going for these plays, why are you back? Why are you on stairs? There's no point you being on stairs. You might as well be in where you are now. Like if you're going for that wall there, and like your team knows you're going for that wall, just hug here, hug here. Just be in places where you don't have to take 5 steps to go somewhere. You can just take 2. You're just adding work for yourself and adding more time where they can put in damage. Just unlucky, happens. Shield doesn't get there in time. It is what it is, good. You're just... oh right, you're getting fire strike off killing, that's fine. Give me 1 second. Alright. So what was happening? Oh yeah, right. Let me just actually go back 20 seconds. Right. Okay. So you backed out a lot here. And I'm not sure why. Right, so you've had your fight. You should have been up here, like, ready to take them on the corner. Like, you shouldn't have given them that corner. Yeah, and then here... Overwatch's replay system pains me sometimes. Yeah, right here. You shouldn't have been back on point. Like, think about it. What are you on Rein gonna do from back here? Like, you, Sim, and probably Lucio. Yeah, you, Sim, and Lucio should be, like, here. Like, up. Like, you should be up at that, fuck's it, give me 1 second. You, Sim, and Lucio should be all just up at this corner. Like, not letting them out, and then letting your backline just completely, like, do whatever they want. Like, look how freely they just get to walk out here. Like, boom, they're out. They're where they want to be. They're already looking for a brawl. Whereas, your Sim's here, your Lucio's here, and you're here, just, you know, doing nothing. You should be up at that corner, taking the fight where you can. So they do that. Not much can be done. Wait, what'd you just... oh, I'll see what you did at the end of this, just... okay. Yeah, team dying, not much you can do. A safe charge, I think. There's a tech you can do. If you, from where you spawn, like, from where you spawn normally, without a Lucio boost, if you jump forward and if you, like, jump charge just straight, and hold down your space key and swing whenever you come out of the thing. You can just jump over that little this thing here. You can just jump over that. It's a lot faster. Same. There's another thing. If you are, what is it? It's if you go to the back of the ship. This is only if you have a Lucio boost. If you go to the back of the ship, you can do the exact same thing. Like you just go to the back of the ship, like back of the spawn ship. I can just, oh wait, I can probably just show you. If you come back to the, like back up against this door, as soon as it starts to open, you jump back and charge. Like you basically jump up against this wall and charge, and then you do the exact same thing. You hold space and jump over this. It's just a little bit faster if you want to get early fire strike or whatever. Okay, so you're. If she doesn't die, your sim lives that. Your sim fucking lives that. That's you're lucky for that. But why? Why was that TP? Why what was the point in that TP? Yeah. That was a useless TP. You just didn't do anything with it. You should be either going forward and shielding your sim, or using that TP distraction whenever they're like, oh shit, they're gonna TP, let's turn around and look at the TP. That's a good play. That's like sometimes, you think about, what was it, Hanamura? People like put a TP to point, and then they just run through choke. Like they don't use the TP because people will turn around to look at the TP where they think they're gonna come out of. They just run at them then. But yeah, you should either use it as a distraction or run forward. Happens. You should really wait. You should, against Sig, you should really wait until he brings in his shield. Like as soon as that shield gets brought in, hit the hammer. Just boom, straight down, hit the hammer. Because he can't bring it in for a second. You should probably know. Yeah, like there you could have done the jump over the little like desk. Nice block. So you're being more assertive. You're actually taking aggro. You need to just put your dick in the enemy's mouth. Like especially whenever you have a sim, because the sim doesn't want to get shot. She wants you to get shot, and she wants to do the damage. Stinky DPS players, like. Yeah, you can just that's just a little bit of mechanic. Fine idea to just go for the charge there. It's just trying to clean up the fight now. Go for the charge. Don't go for the charge. Fire strike down the corridor. Nice. Nice on the jump. Your charges need a bit of work. Not gonna lie. You're kind of just charging out and hoping you'll catch something. Yeah. Wait, they won that? I know you're red, my bad.
Everyone signed their life insurance policy.
Did I get a drink? Shit.
Oh, I see.
Check this out.
How the fuck did I put it? Got it. Don't. El Clasico, stayed at waiting room, everyone's starting time. Must be short rounds if you're spending this fucking long in the. Okay. So what goes on? Oh, why is it 0.75? Okay. These aren't playing the same anymore. Okay. Look away. You're half your team would be dead if they had a widow. Might be a bit of a, you know, but like, you get what I mean. Like if we go back and watch what you did there.
Ready for battle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round.
Or like the coffee diva from getting back at mech. I don't think you knew this Kree was there, but if he was there, you would have or if he was there at the time, you would have shouted him. But he just came out a little bit late. God have mercy. Nothing wrong with that. gets a solid 6 out of 10 on my shatter scale. See, you're doing it again. Look at where you're trying to go. Why are you going out here? You should, like, you're not gonna do anything to that ball. Like, there's no point. You should just you should just forget he exists. Even if he's in the middle of your team, and your entire team is looking at him, you shouldn't be. You should be looking at the front, stopping their fire, stopping their Kree, stopping their Zen from putting in damage. Like, sure, you have a Mei and a Kree. That's all that should be needed to take care of a ball. A Mei by itself, if you're all playing properly and playing compact in a brawl comp, Mei should just be able to deal with the ball. Let's see. Ball comes in, slams. You look a bit lost. Like, and that's mostly from where you're playing. Like, if you were up, taking initiative, taking the fight where you want it, where you should want it, then I don't think many of these issues would actually be problems.
My ultimate is charged.
Okay. Oh. Don't stand on the edge against ball. They had fire as well. Oh, you're on ball. The shadow was fine. Maybe. You had not. I'm not sure the damage numbers right now. About because the Rein buff, but I'm pretty sure you. Oh, DC. You could have just killed that Kree outright. I don't think you need the shadow there. Like, you connected the boot of the charge. I'd say a swing could have just killed him. Wait, am I the one? Oh, it's me that it's not loading it. I thought it was just I thought someone DC'd in the game. Boom, boom, ba. Fuck.
Now arriving at Rejang Tower.
But yeah. It's all like the same point over and over again. Or just claiming dominance. You want their main tank to be terrified of you. Maybe think about the amount of time that shatter took compared to just a swing that you could shield from if you got scared halfway through. Like, you should have just shielded that. And you're coming back with ball. There's a free Zen. Why are you going this way? Why are you going this way? Are you looking for the boop off, maybe? Not terrible tracking. Just rolling about. But yeah, let me just go back to the start of this, because I want to try and understand why you did what you did. Oh, that's you down there, okay. See here. Why are you going over here? You could have just went like you're doing nothing. Like I'm just gonna be honest, you're doing nothing where you are. Maybe if you were still playing the Rein, this wouldn't be terrible. But if you're still playing the Rein, it wouldn't be terrible because you're going back to actually hold the point. But on ball, there's no point in you being there. You should. Completely uncontested. And he finally dies. Nice. And then it's just clean up. Just a little bit. You're just a little bit unsure, some grapples there. From what I could see at the end of that.
Ready for battle.
I thought I'd take it down. You're more resilient.
Alright.
Hello. Observe the barrier.
Ready for battle.
Jesus Christ. Let's just hurry up.
The objective
Okay.
is now.
Nox and Tan, okay. I want to see what roll you go for. There's no point in you waiting for TP there. Honestly, if you're playing ball, don't use TP, just go. You don't get anything from it. Like I've tested it. You're better off just rolling straight out of spawn with fireball. Or like with your tether. You're better off just speed rolling out of spawn. It's faster. You get there. You get there way faster. The only people that should be TP is like Sig and Zen, because they're slow bastards. Like everyone else can just in that comp. Oh no. Then and I was looking at the wrong comp. Sig and Zen and Break. Slow bastards like they need catch up. Okay. You're going after the main team whenever I think you did see him too. Maybe it was just because I can see like through the walls and shit in spec mode. Let me see. Yeah, so you knew he was there. You could see him. Like maybe you didn't. Maybe you didn't notice him. Maybe you didn't notice him. But like you could see him. And that Zen is free. Like a quick dive on that Zen killed him. 5v6. But you go for this, which isn't terrible. That's a little bit risky, but it's fine. If that Sig rocked you, you'd be dead. That's fine. Again, you're trying to do too much. Like you should. I don't think you should be taking these big, you know, team. Like trying to kill the team. You should just be going for one at a time. Like the only reason Ball should be rolling into an entire team is if he's like, if it's part of a plan. Like if it's gonna be like, oh, slam into Sig or slam into, you know, Barrage or something like that. Okay, nice use of Power Driver. Get back up. That's fine. Rolling. It's alright, roll. Why are you on the rope? And then you're off the rope. You just look like you have like no idea what you want to do. Like you should be like you should just be harassing that Zen. There's no need for you to be kinda all over the place there. Like let your Sig, Brig and Zen and Kree now. That should just be your backline. They should just vibe. And you should be off making them turn around. Either shooting the Sig in the back. Like why are you there's no need for you to be going here. You should be on that Zen right now. Like whenever you see a Mercy Zen, that's the happiest day in the world for a Ball. Because you know that Mercy's gonna be off pocketing someone else and not like it's not gonna be a Brig. That's a nice boot. But yeah, you should be harassing the backline so much more than you are right now. Okay. I feel like the other maps will be the same. There'll just be a lot of nice boot. Like, see now they have Brig. Yeah, they have Brig. Need to learn your rollouts. You can slam that. Slam that. You know the slams. You can slam that. You can slam. Like what? They all got lifted here. You were just standing here. You could slam that. Like, it's actually a really good combo. Like if you see a Sig lifting people up in the air and your Ball, swing up and time it so whenever they're falling down, you pile drive. Because if you think about like a 200 HP character, they take the 50% of their damage, of their health even. They take that 50%, so they lose 100 health. And your pile driver at max damage is 100 health. So even if like it isn't max, they're still going down to like 1 HP. You're just swinging about, setting up your team. Not terrible. Yeah, that's an alright fight. Just again, in like this kind of mirror match that you have going on, you should either be looking to mirror what the enemy ball is doing, so just copying everything he does and trying to not let him do what he wants, or nice boot. Or you should be on the back line, constantly tickling, constantly, getting your ult up, looking to like basically take their focus off your team, so that your team has the ability to just do what they want. That's fine. You should. I prefer if you were like on the left side, like sitting out on that kind of coast area rather than there. That's fine. You can ult there. Yeah. Just rolled into mines. Unlucky. It is what it is. Is that it? Or do you get the touch in? Yeah, you do. Yeah. I'm gonna stop there, because I know I can tell you how to fix your at least your ball on every map now. Harass backline more. Don't be a frontline tank. Don't be a frontline tank with ball. Sit and just harass their backline or harass their frontline, and just make them take their attention from your team to you. Because if you get like 2 people turned around on you, that's a 5v4 for the rest of your team. As well as that, try and just play more ball. Learn like all the little dumb rollouts and all the little grapple spots. Because even at the end there, even though all you were doing was grabbing the top pole, like grabbing the top of the pole to swing around, you still went like you looked up, then you grappled. It should just be grapple away. Instead of like looking and thinking about it, should just be like instant, like bang bang bang. On Rein, be more assertive. Like you need to, take those close fights, and look to just bully the other Rein, bully the other tank into submission. Like especially if you're playing, like even on that sim map, you want to be playing a little bit slower until your sim is charged, then going aggro. Like it's fine to not have the aggro until your sim is charged. Once she is charged, go aggro shit. Take all the attention, let your sim do what she wants. And then what was the other map? It was the not gardens, night market. Just make sure that you have that position and you're not being like their ball did exactly what you should be doing in one of these fights. I'll try and find it here, where he went to the back line and just completely yoinked all of your attention. Why is this following me? Is this a bug? Shit. Why is this? Why is it following me? It's not. Okay, I think I can use these. I'll go back. I think. Wait, is it stuck in this? It's stuck. Can I go forward, Dante? Of course I can. Why wouldn't I be able to go forward, Dante? But yeah, their ball. Like, don't worry about anything that's going on right now. Yeah, let's go from right here. Their ball rolled in, just came straight in through, and stood about here. Shot at you a little bit, and then ran straight back around. You went out. No. Your entire team went, like, just kind of hung about here. I literally saw you go out to this spot. You just can't do that. You just have to keep your shield up and hope, and just like tell your team, yo, come back up, up we come. Come on, dogs. You know, let them deal with it. It's not your job to worry about that ball. Yeah, and that's basically how you should have been playing it, with you actually putting in shots here. With like putting in shots into the back line. Like, you turning around is exactly what you want from their tank on ball. You want them to turn around. You want them to look at you, and then just get away. Like, he just ran straight up and around. I think this is like mid that fight. So then he came back in, and there he is again. Like, he came back and went out that way or something. I don't know. But yeah. That's up. Don't be an idiot.